Boom! What's happening, people? And we are finally here. The last day of the season. The final game of the season, of the Premier League season. And Arsenal, having already secured the Premier League title, not having played yet, but the draw at Bournemouth, Man City Bournemouth, was enough for Arsenal to claim the title. We obviously did that watch along or hate along last week, and this is it, guys. Today it would have come down to the last day of the season had Manchester City won at Bournemouth. However, Bournemouth being on a 16, 17, 18 game run unbeaten, we had high hopes for them, having beaten us at our ground. We thought maybe they can get a draw out of them, and not only did they get a draw, they should have really won. They should have got all 3 points, but however, they done us a favor and claimed a point against Manchester City, which gave Arsenal the title. Obviously, there's been lots of celebrations over the last 3-4 days or so, 5 days since we have won the Premier League, or since it was announced that Arsenal won the Premier League. And the celebrations have not stopped. There's going to be more celebrations today. Obviously, Arsenal are traveling to South London to face Crystal Palace. Eberici Eze's former club, which is also another special day for him because he left them last season, winning a trophy with them, or winning 2 trophies, really, if you count the Community Shield also. So he's going back to lift the trophy in front of his old fans who still love him, who still adore him, who I'm pretty sure gonna clap him if he comes onto the pitch at some point. Now, I will say there's a lot of changes in the Arsenal team, which is not too shocking, because obviously we have the Champions League. Oh, sorry, the Tottenham fans are out in numbers. Let's have a look. They think they're Arsenal. They're trying to turn London white. I doubt that's going to happen, mate. Unlucky for you guys. It looks like relegation for Tottenham. Anyway, so not too shocking that Arsenal's made quite a few changes in the lineup, because we have obviously got the Champions League match on Saturday. Now, hopefully that's going to be another celebration. If it isn't, it doesn't matter, because the parade is on Sunday, and I know the Arsenal fans are going to come out in their numbers to obviously celebrate with the team, with the club, as this is our first Premier League title in 22 years. The last time we won it, I was 15 years old. It's been a long time since then. Obviously, in 2006, I was there in Paris for the Champions League final. That ended in tears, obviously. But here we are again. We've clinched the title this season, or we've won the title, I should say, this season. And we are in the Champions League final once again. So can Arsenal do the double this season? Let's hope so. If not, it doesn't matter. Our bread and butter is the Premier League. Yes, we do want the Champions League as well. It will be our first one ever. And if we win the Champions League and Spurs go down at the same time, it will probably be the best season, or it will be the best season in the history of Arsenal. Even if Tottenham don't get relegated, but we still win the Champions League, it'll still be the best season for Arsenal in our history. Now, we're about 20 or 17 or 18 minutes away from kickoff. All games are kicking off at 4 o'clock. Now, there's a few games to go through. Obviously, there is some European contention, and there's a relegation battle happening today, as I mentioned earlier. Watching the Tottenham fans out in their numbers around their stadium. I think they're jealous of what we did on that night when Bournemouth got the draw against Manchester City, and they just want to do the same thing and pretend that they're as big as Arsenal. You're not, unfortunately, and I'm glad that a lot of fans from other clubs have come out and actually said they had forgotten how big Arsenal is as a club, how big the fan base is, and what kind of numbers we come out in when we do win and can celebrate with the club. Now, let's quickly do the lineup for the Arsenal game, obviously, and then we'll go through the games that are being played today, or all the games that are being played today, and talk about who's in contention for Europe and who is fighting for survival. Now, Crystal Palace playing at home. They don't really have much to play for. They've rested a few players because they've got a big game coming up, which is the European Conference League final. They obviously want to claim another title under Oliver Glasner, who's a fantastic manager, who's done a great job at Crystal Palace, by the way, having lost so many of his greatest players, or his best players, when it came to Elise, Eze, then Mark Gahey, and you know he keeps on like he keeps on making the team fight again, fights for another day, and yeah, he's got them drilled very well. They do very well against most teams. They had a bit of a mixed bag of a season this season, ups and downs. They haven't done great like the previous seasons, but obviously that makes sense having lost their best players. Now they're lining up as follows: so Crystal Palace, Henderson in goal, Klein, Lerma, and Riyadh at the back. So they're playing a back three as it looks like. Munoz, Kamada, Hughes, and Cardines at the midfield, or kind of like, Munoz and Cardines as the fullbacks, kind of coming back to make a back five when they're defending, but then also bombing forward as wingers. So as fullbacks, they got Munoz and Cardines, Kamada and Hughes as the holding midfielders, and then Sar and Devaney in front of them, and obviously they are kind of like pushing forward as the attacking midfielders, and then Strand Larson up front as the number 9 for Crystal Palace. Now, Arsenal, like I mentioned, a lot of changes for the Arsenal. Kepa Arrizabalaga, for one, is in goal, so they're resting David Raya, as we don't have really nothing to play for in the Premier League. We've already won, so there you go. Which is great to see, because we've got a big game coming up against PSG. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, Christian Norgard at right back, Mosquera and Hikapié as central defenders. Now, all of this is also good to see how these players play in those positions. Obviously, we know Hikapié is a natural left back but can come in. Christian Mosquera is actually a natural central defender but can play at right back. But Norgard, who's usually a midfielder or holding midfielder, is playing at right back. See how he does. So Christian Norgard right back, Mosquera, Hikapié is the first time I see this partnership. I want to see how they do together as well. Both of them fantastic talents and fantastic players. So Mosquera, Hikapié in the back. Ricardo Calafiori playing in his regular position, so at left back. And then we got Zubamendi alongside Miles Lewis-Skelly, who has moved up from left side of the back four into midfield, which is his natural position. He came up as a holding midfielder and is now playing in his natural position, although he does do a great job at left back at times, especially last season when he was covering for Ricardo Calafiori. So Miles Lewis-Skelly and Martin Zubamendi as the holding midfielders now. Gabriel Martinelli on the left, Noni Madueke on the right. We've seen those two players play in those positions, so we know what they bring to the table. And then Max Dauman as the number 10, right behind Gabriel Jesus. I'm going to say this is Gabriel Jesus' last game for the Arsenal. I don't see him staying for another season at the Arsenal. I think it's curtains for him. So having won the Premier League with Arsenal just before he leaves is fantastic for him. It's great. And I'm very happy for him. He has won it with Manchester City, obviously, but one of a few players that can say that they've won the Premier League with two clubs, and having, brought something to the table at least. I mean, he hasn't featured much this season, but he's been a great servant for the Arsenal, so he deserves it. So yeah, one of few players that could say he's won the Premier League with two different clubs. So that's the lineup for both the teams. Let's quickly have a look at all the matches now. So Manchester City is playing at home. Pep Guardiola's final game in charge, which is obviously going to be sad for the City fans. The rest of the Premier League is going to be happy to see him go. I'm just glad that Mikel Arteta was able to win his first Premier League while Pep was still in charge of Manchester City. It's much sweeter than had he left. Everybody would have said, well, he couldn't win it while Pep was here, which is now obviously out the window because he proved that he could. And it was a close call as well. Pep Guardiola still did very well to keep Manchester City in the race, although they started off a bit iffy. They bought some players in January. They spent about 100 million in January. So they did strengthen their squad and came back strong into the title race. And yeah, could have taken us all the way till today had they won against Bournemouth. Lucky enough for us that Bournemouth, although we wasn't dependent on them, had we just won this game today, we would have still been the Premier League winners. But thank you, Bournemouth, for helping us out regardless. Now, so Manchester City hosting Aston Villa. Aston Villa already won the European trophy, the Europa League. so they're already in the Champions League for next season. So they're not worried about getting into the top five now. There is a situation where if they come sixth, which is very unlikely, we could potentially see six Premier League teams in the Champions League next season, which was the same, I think, this season as well. We had six teams in the Champions League because Tottenham won the Europa League last season and they were like at 17th. So they got into the Champions League. But yeah, so Aston Villa, nothing really to play for. They're in the Champions League. They're just trying to finish as high as possible, which I believe they're sitting third now. I want to say. Let me just pull up the table quickly, guys. Sorry, fourth. Man United obviously sitting third. So fourth. Aston Villa sitting fourth on 62 points. Right behind them is Liverpool. If Liverpool lose today and Bournemouth win, Bournemouth have the better goal difference, I want to say. No, they don't actually. Liverpool have. So if Liverpool, hmm, I thought Bournemouth was still in a chance for the Champions League, but it looks like they're not. Even if they win and Liverpool lose, I think the goal difference for Liverpool slightly better. So they'd have to score 6 or 7 goals, Bournemouth, to actually be in contention. But Anthony Ariola has clinched European football for Bournemouth for the first time in their history. So he's done absolutely fantastic. Him as well. That's his last game of the season, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to go one by one. So we were talking about Manchester City, Aston Villa. So Aston Villa, really and truly, they want to finish fourth. But if Liverpool win today and they don't win against Manchester City, or they don't even get a point, then obviously Aston Villa drop down to fifth, and Liverpool finish fourth in the Premier League. So that's Manchester City, Aston Villa. Then the next game, Brighton, Manchester United. Manchester United already sitting comfortably at third. They got their Champions League position. Michael Carrick doing absolutely fantastic. Brighton wanting to get into Europe, possibly could get into Europe. They have a better goal difference than Bournemouth. If they win, they can finish sixth as well and get into the Europa League. They're already in the Europa League, really, but they want to really get as high as possible in the Premier League. And again, for Fabian Hertzler to get Brighton that high up again is fantastic. So Anthony Ariola, Fabian Hertzler, all of them have done very, very well for their clubs. So that's Brighton, Manchester United, Fulham, Newcastle. So Fulham, look, they haven't had the best season. Newcastle as well. I mean, they've climbed the table a little bit, but both teams mid-table don't really have much to play for. Don't really matter what happens in that game, really. Then you got Spurs, Everton. Now, this is one of the relegation battles. So Spurs are sitting, I believe, 2 points ahead of West Ham on 17th. So West Ham 18th, Spurs 17th, and it's only 2 points between them. So if Spurs lose at home against Everton today, which they've got the worst home record in the Premier League this season, were they to lose against Everton and somehow West Ham win, which we'll get to, then obviously Tottenham get relegated, and that's what we're hoping for, lads. So I'm wearing the blue for Everton and the red for Arsenal, obviously, because I am supporting the Toffees today as well as the Arsenal. So Spurs, Everton, Spurs playing at home. Roberto De Zerbi has said that he will continue at Tottenham even if they go down, but we'll see if that actually is going to happen or not. We'll find out. Now, Liverpool, Brentford. Liverpool obviously want to stay in the Champions League positions. They want to climb as high. They want to overtake Aston Villa if they could. But I mean, they're pretty much in the Champions League. I doubt that they'll fall out of the Champions League, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens. Burnley, Wolves, both teams already relegated. So this is basically a championship game in the Premier League, which is very funny. But yeah, they'll be playing against each other next season in the Championship. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. Again, Bournemouth want to get into the Champions League position. They are in the Europa League, but can they go above Liverpool today? I doubt it, because even if they win and Liverpool lose, Liverpool's goal difference is still better than Bournemouth. So Bournemouth, Anthony Ariola's final game in charge as well. He's leaving. Nobody really knows where he's going, what he's doing. It's a shame that he's leaving. I'm going to assume that he's going back to Spain, possibly managing over there. I don't know if it's going to be his old team Betis or maybe go to Atletico Madrid. There is rumors that Diego Simeone is having a bit of problems over there now at Atletico Madrid, but he's been a great servant for them. I would have assumed that he's got a tenure there that, I mean, he wouldn't be able to get sacked at Atletico, but it looks like that they might get rid of him, and possibly that's why Anthony Ariola's going there. But we no, but nobody knows. It's all rumors. So that's Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest also sitting in 16th. Not much to play for this season anymore. I mean, Tottenham can't go ahead of them. Tottenham is definitely either going to finish 17th or 18th. That's the second season in a row for them. So I don't see how people still consider them as part of the Big Six. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, at this point, Aston Villa is bigger than them, and Bournemouth is in the top six. So I don't know how Tottenham are still considered a big club. Anyway, West Ham Leeds. Now that's the other game for the relegation fight. So West Ham obviously need a win at home against Leeds. Leeds don't have much to play for. They're sitting 14th. Doesn't really matter what happens with them. But are they going to allow West Ham to beat them to try and get Spurs relegated? I hope so, and I hope Everton. I hope everybody is just gonna do what they need to do to get Spurs relegated, because everybody wants to see that. Now, I don't know about these Arsenal fans that are talking about, oh, no, we want those 6 points or whatever. No, Hull's coming up, Coventry's coming up. There's another 6 points to grab for the Arsenal and the North London derby. I don't really care. I'd rather see them in the Championship. So, anyway, right. So West Ham need a win against Leeds, and then they need Tottenham to lose. I mean, if Tottenham draw, then it's curtains for West Ham, and they get relegated, which will be sad. Although they booed Declan Rice, which wasn't nice, and there was that whole controversy about that goal against the Arsenal. But I still would prefer West Ham to stay in the Premier League rather than Tottenham. Then the last two games, it's Sunderland Chelsea. Chelsea sitting in 8th in the Conference League again. They don't really want to be there. Can they overtake Brighton to get into Europa League? That's what they're fighting for. Obviously, Xabi Alonso coming in for next season. Going to be the manager at Chelsea. He's going to want to do well with them, obviously. But Sunderland, again, having a fantastic season, finishing 10th. Can possibly get to 9th or even 8th if Chelsea or Brentford lose today. But yeah, so Sunderland, I mean, you got. I'm gonna get, other than Arsenal. Arsenal's obviously the Premier League winners, the best team in the for this season. But I want to give a special trophy or reward to Sunderland and their manager Reggie Lebris, because I'm just shocked for them to have come up out of the Championship and made so many changes, bringing in so many different players. I mean, they brought 16 players in, sellotape them together. Plus, they had loads of players that went out to the African Cup of Nations in January, to AFCON. So for them to have finished 10th and could possibly be in contention to get into Europe still, it's a fantastic story. It's a fantastic story. That's why I said, other than the Arsenal story this season, the best team for me, or my favorite team of this season, if I had to pick one, would definitely be Sunderland, their manager and their players who've done absolutely fantastic. Last but not least, it's the Crystal Palace Arsenal game. Nothing there really. Obviously, we'll be getting the trophy today after the game. Crystal Palace fans now clapping. I mean, Crystal Palace players obviously giving the walk of the champions to Arsenal, just clapping them on, obviously, which is fantastic. It's a shame that Eberici Eze is not starting. Hopefully, he's on the bench. To be honest with you, I didn't even check, but I'm hoping he's on the bench today so that he can come out in front of his team. Let's have a quick look, guys. Let's see what the bench is like. So, Gabriel, Saka, Odegaard. Eze is on the bench. Gyökeres, Marino. Marino's on the bench. Welcome back, Miko Marino, Kai Havertz, Tommy Setford, Declan Rice. So our main team. So Eberici Eze hopefully will come on at some point and gets clapped on by the Crystal Palace fans and the players, having been a servant for them for quite a few years, and having won their first trophy with them, or their first two trophies with them. So I hope he gets his reward in front of his old fans who absolutely adore him. So let's do the lineup quickly again for the game that we're watching. We're obviously watching the Arsenal game. Oliver Glasner, fantastic manager, just done absolutely great for Crystal Palace. He's starting Dean Henderson in goal. Back three, Nathaniel Klein, Jefferson Lerma, and Chadi Riyad. And then in front of them, Daniel Munoz, Daichi Kamada, Will Hughes, and Rio Cardines. Then in front of them, you got Ismail Assar, Jorgen Strand Larsen, and Justin Devaney. Devaney or Devini? I don't know. Devaney, I'm going to say. Benitez, Mitchell, Lacroix, Jeremy Pino, Johnson, Mateta, Wharton, Canvo, Gusan, all on the bench. Obviously, they've got the Conference League final, so they've made a lot of changes. Now, the champion manager of the season, obviously, Mikel Arteta. What a great manager he's turned out to be for the Arsenal. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Martin Zubamendi, Christian Mosquera, Pierre Hicapié, and Ricardo Calafiori at the back. In front of them, Christian Norgard, Miles Lewis Skelly. Hold on, so there was a change made. Okay. Noni Madueke, Max Dowman, Gabriel Martinelli in midfield. And then obviously Gabriel Jesus up front. But hold on, I thought they had Christian Norgard as right back. So Zubamendi's at right back. I don't think that's correct. I don't think they've done that right because Zubamendi, I don't know. Anyway, Zubamendi's at right back. I'm sure he's played there before. I'm sure he can do that position. But Norgard next to Miles Lewis Skelly. I said it the other way around because when I had it, the lineup, obviously, Oliver Glasner congratulating Mikel Arteta, giving him a huge hug. Mikel Arteta obviously telling him thank you for giving me Aberichese. All the staff congratulating Mikel Arteta as well. Right, we're about to have kickoff, guys. Let's get ready to rumble. Right, it's the final game of the season. I'm choking up a little bit. Obviously, I'm happy that we're champions. I'm always sad to see the season finishing, but we've got the World Cup coming up, so plenty of football in the summer. Can't wait for next season to start again. Obviously, you want to see how Arsenal do, but we've got the Champions League final next weekend and then the parade on Sunday, which obviously we're going to be there for both. We're going to go watch the Champions League match around the Emirates Stadium, and then we are going to the parade the following day to celebrate with all the other Arsenal fans, guys. So let's just see how we do in this game. Hopefully, Max Dowman has a fantastic game. I want to see some goals today. Let's see what this team can do. We've got the main players on the bench. Obviously, hopefully, we don't need any of them. I'm going to say it's Gabriel Jesus' last game for the Arsenal. I don't see him staying beyond this game. Arsenal fans, they're in numbers at Selhurst Park. Obviously, they want to see the team lift the trophy. I would have loved to have been there. Tickets are very hard to come by these days, especially Arsenal tickets, unfortunately. And if they do come around, you're paying basically, someone's rent for a ticket. Let's put it that way. Right. Let's get ready for liftoff. Let's go, guys. Arsenal are starting. They're kicking off from right to left. And Gabriel Jesus about to kick off. And we have liftoff. Here we go. Looks like it is Zubamendi at right back. Here's Christian Mosquera with the ball now. Hikapier to Calafiori. It's good to see this team play this lineup for Arsenal to see how they do. I mean, this is basically Arsenal's second team near enough, bar a couple of players. I don't see Trossard on the bench, which is strange. Hopefully, he's not injured. I'm not his biggest fan, but I'm hoping he can make an appearance in the Champions League final. It does seem like he's found a little bit of form. I believe no Gyökeres on the bench, or did I see Gyökeres? No, Gyökeres is on the bench. It's just Trossard that's missing. Obviously, Yuri and Timber is still out on injury. Saliba's not there on the bench either, having a rest, obviously. So yeah, let's see how this Arsenal team does. Martinelli now, Miles Lewis Skelly. Here's Martin Zubamendi. Max Dowman now gets fouled. It's a throw for Arsenal. We are keeping our eye on the other games. Obviously, I will let you guys know the scores for all the other games. What is happening? I want to see Tottenham getting battered. I was almost going to do the Tottenham Everton game, just for the hate along, the last hate along, to do it and see how see if Tottenham get relegated. But I can't not watch my precious Arsenal. Right, it's 3 minutes in and it's still 0-0 everywhere basically. But I will be keeping my eye on that. Here's Calafiori. Here's Hikapier. Noni Madueke's had a fantastic season for us. Dipped in form a little bit, sort of like halfway through, 3 quarters through, but was great at the start of the season and towards the end as well. And he's been a great servant for the Arsenal in his first season, and I'm sure he'll get plenty of more opportunities in the coming years as well. Ball forward by Arsenal, goes straight to Henderson. Here's Norgard. Back to Kappa. Here's Arsenal Martinelli. Oh, and it hits the post. Shot by Noni and it goes straight to Henderson. Unlucky. Sorry, it was Gabriel Jesus, not Gabriel Martinelli. But great ball forward. It went straight to Gabriel Jesus, who got the ball, tried to slide it to the side, and it hits the post and comes out. And then Noni Madueke with a shot straight at Henderson. Could have been Arsenal 1-0 or 1-0 to the Arsenal. Calafiori now. Here's Max Dowman. Youngest player to ever win the Premier League at the age of 16, doing his GCSEs, walking back into school with a guard of honor from his school teachers, pupils. Um, what a fantastic award that is for him as a young player to walk back into his school and get a guard of honor from the whole school, basically, and walk into his school as a champion. I mean, can you imagine that? I could not have imagined that at 16 years old, honestly. But he deserves it. What a great talent he is. What a humble, down to earth young man as well, from what I understand. Hi, MJ. How are you? Come on, you Gunners, says MJ. Welcome, welcome. Congratulations, MJ, on Arsenal being the champions. I hope you're happy. Yeah, I can't believe that either. MJ says, I can't believe Jesus missed that. Unlucky, unlucky. But yeah, should have really put that away. And then Noni Madweke with the shot as well. Right, we're keeping our eye out on the rest of the games. So far, it's 0-0 everywhere. I hope you're happy, MJ. Arsenal won the Premier League. It's the first time you've ever. Thank you, thank you. I've waited for 22 years for that, MJ. I was 15 the last time Arsenal won the Premier League. I was a little bit older than you, but I have seen them at your age as well. No, no, I am. I'm just very tired. It's hot and I'm tired, and I don't get to rest much with work and everything. On a Sunday, I get lethargic. So it seems like my mood's down, but I'm definitely not. I'm severely happy. I'm very, very happy, actually. Just very, very tired at the same time. And also, I tell you what, maybe my mood is a little bit down because it's the last match of the season. I know we've got the World Cup coming up, but it's the last game of the season. And I always get a bit upset when I know the season's finished and I got to wait until the next season. Stan Kroenke and his son in the stands, obviously coming to celebrate with the Arsenal, the owners, Arsenal owners. I don't understand what's going on. My TV is bugging out. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Just quickly watching the Tottenham Everton game. I'm flicking through the games. There's a Tottenham corner coming in. Oof, when Everton defend well. Looked like Danso nearly had a shot. Well, let's just go back to the Arsenal game. Right, it's Noni Madueke now. Zubamendi with a shot. Unlucky. Oh, it was Christian Norgard. Sorry. MJ says at least we'll both see Arsenal lift the UEFA Champions League for the first time. Well, hopefully, the last time we was in the final, I was there in Paris, MJ, and it was not a great feeling when we lost against Barcelona. Unfortunately, it was a sad time coming back, but hopefully this time, yeah, we can do it. Right, it's Crystal Palace. Hughes now. Yeah, I can't wait for that game, MJ, next Saturday, obviously. Can't wait for the Champions League final. Unfortunately, couldn't get to Budapest. I would have loved to have gone to Budapest and watched it there. But due to work and family commitments, obviously, it's difficult. I was much younger when I went to Paris last time we went in the Champions League final. What is going on? It's starting to get a bit annoying now. All right, here we go. Come on. I know, I see it, MJ. And that he should have scored it. It was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. I don't know what he's playing at. That's the reason why he hasn't featured this season as much as he would have liked to have featured. Yeah. I think he's wearing the armband because I'll tell you why. I think it's his last game of the season. Sorry, it's the last game for his Arsenal career. I think he won't be there again. Come next season, he will not be playing for the Arsenal again. I think he'll be sold. He'll probably go back to Brazil. Um, so yeah, that's probably why they gave him the armband. He is the senior player as well. He's he obviously wants to be sent off, like he wants to be given a great send off by the Arsenal. Sorry guys, I don't know what's happening with my TV. It's acting up. Give me a moment. Yeah, Jesus, they gave him the armband because this will be his last and final game for the Arsenal. So just to give him a good send off to wherever he's gonna go. I believe that's why Mikel Arteta has given him the armband. He will not be at Arsenal next season. I highly doubt that. Right, let's see if it's gonna work now. Right, here we go. Here come Crystal Palace now. Nathaniel Klein. Hughes. Don't forget as well, Crystal Palace have the Conference League final as well, another European title. So Aston Villa so far have won the Europa League. Crystal Palace could possibly win. Oh, Crystal Palace, and Kepa has to save it. I think that was Nathaniel Klein, right? No, Munoz. Munoz with a fantastic header. I really like Munoz. I think Munoz is a great player, by the way. What a ball as well coming in from Gardines. But the header, Ricardo Calafiori couldn't have stopped it. But Kepa with a fantastic save. But what a header from Munoz. Kepa with a fantastic save. He seems to be getting a bit more comfortable, a bit more confident between the sticks for Arsenal. Having had a nightmare at the Carabao Cup. But here comes a corner for Crystal Palace with Kamada taking it. I'm just keeping an eye out on the other games as well. Wolves have scored. It's 1-0. Header comes in, and then Noni Madueke clears it for the Arsenal. And it looks like it was offside. Strand Larsen either fouled or was offside. So far, it's been one goal in the Premier League at the game. Burnley versus Wolves. It's 1-0 to Wolves. It's 0-0 everywhere else. But MJ, tell me how you're feeling. Do you feel like you made the right choice supporting the Arsenal? Also, what made you choose to support Arsenal at such a young age, MJ? Because I know you've been supporting them for a while now. But what made you choose Arsenal? Because we wasn't doing great when you started supporting them first. So nobody can call you a glory hunter for sure. Because Arsenal were not having glory years when you started supporting them. So tell me, what made you support them? And also, how are you feeling being at such a young age, witnessing your club lifting the Premier League title? Right, as a throw in for the Arsenal. Oof. Crystal Palace just about clear it. His commander now. Munoz. Hughes. Here's Saar. Guardians. Here's Noni Madueke now. Noni Madueke down the line. He's got Max Dowman with him. Still running. Noni Madueke. Here's Riccardo Calafiori now. Icapie to Mosquera. Fulham has scored. It's 1-0 to Fulham against Newcastle. So there's been 2 goals so far in the Premier League. Here's Icapie now. Riyadh with a foul on Max Dowman. I wonder if Riyadh will be called up for Morocco in the World Cup. As a backup, obviously. Right, looks like Miles Lewis Skelly is going to take the free kick for the Arsenal. Or maybe not. Yeah, it is Max Dowman. Sorry, it is Miles Lewis Skelly. MJ saying you're having a tea in this heat. I have to have a tea, mate. Doesn't matter how hot it is. Tea, it's got to be had. Copper. Love me copper, man. You didn't answer me, MJ. How do you feel being a supporter of a Premier League winning team, and what made you decide to support Arsenal? Right, here's Icapie now. Christian Norgard with a header to Zubimendi. Calafiori now to Max Dowman. Max Dowman's got Noni with him. Max Dowman's got Noni. Passes it to him. Noni now on the right hand side. Flicks it in towards the back post. Gabriel Jesus, and he misses another one. Unlucky. That one was a little bit more difficult. That one is a little bit more difficult. MJ says it's crazy. I love Arsenal. I know you do. I know. But what made you decide? Because you've been supporting Arsenal for a few years now, so you're definitely not a glory hunter. Because you've been supporting them since since they were going through a rough patch. MJ says, because I've been around its community, it just feels nice to join in. Fair enough. Well, congratulations being a supporter of a Premier League winning team. Hopefully, you're going to watch Arsenal lift the Champions League trophy as well. Although it's going to be difficult, PSG is a very difficult team. We have beaten them, but they are a very good and strong side at the moment. Here's Zubamendi. Unlucky, loses the ball to Crystal Palace. Now they come. Right. Thank you. Man City have scored. Man City have scored. Yes, they have against Aston Villa. MJ says, will you go to the Arsenal parade on the 30th of May? It's the 31st of May, isn't it? 30th of May is the Champions League day. So yes, I will be. I will be going to the parade. You should go as well, definitely. Um, you should try and go definitely to the parade. I will be going. I will be taking my kids as well on that day. So you should tag along or come as well and meet us there or come with us. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. I'm having technical difficulties today with everything. Sunderland have scored against Chelsea. Just going from bad to worse with Chelsea. Sunderland might just even get into the European spot. Look, Arsenal fans drinking out of Man City bottles. The banter is fantastic. So Man City is 1-0 up against Aston Villa. Fulham is 1-0 up against Newcastle. Wolves are 1-0 up against Bournemouth. They've got a water break in the game now, obviously, because of the heat. Sunderland's gone 1-0 up against Chelsea. Goals are going to come in now. It's still 0-0 at the Crystal Palace Arsenal game. Urian Timber in the stands. Saliba in the stands. Hopefully Urian Timber can come back. I know Marino's on the bench today. He's back from injury. Hopefully Urian Timber can come back for the Champions League final as well. We've missed him severely. It's sad if he loses out. He's done fantastic in the Champions League this season. There's an Arsenal fan with a crown on, looking like the Premier League king. Anybody else scored yet? No. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see Everton score and West Ham score. That's what I want to see. I just want to see Everton have scored, and I want to see that West Ham have scored. Here's Max Dowman now. Gabriel Jesus. Ooh, unlucky. Christian Norgard tried to flick it in towards the back post, but Henderson grabbed it quickly. Here's Munoz now. Calafiori in front of him. Martinelli there as well. Goes back to Riyadh. Riyadh gets past Noni Madueke very easy. Lerma back to Henderson. There's Noni Madueke. Calafiori. Martinelli. And they lose the ball in the box, and Crystal Palace can get clear. Hughes now for Crystal Palace. But Christian Norgard quickly clears it. Hughes now. Oh, there's a foul on Riccardi Calafiori by Munoz. And it's an Arsenal free kick. Must have hit him in the back of the head. Right. Let's see. Anybody else score? No. Manchester City, Aston Villa, Man City 1-0 up. Bournemouth, Man United 0-0. Fulham, Newcastle, Fulham 1-0. Tottenham, Everton 0-0. Liverpool, Brentford 0-0. Bournemouth, Wolves. Wolves are 1-0 up. Oh, here's Eberici Eze getting clapped by the Crystal Palace fans. Obviously, a servant for Crystal Palace. They're happy for him that he won the Premier League. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth 0-0. West Ham Leeds 0-0. Sunderland, Chelsea, Sunderland 1-0. And Palace, Arsenal 0-0. Here's Munoz for Crystal Palace. Hughes. Everything is lagging today. I don't know what's going on. Not sure what is going on. Eberici Eze warming up. There's a few players warming up. Here's Calafiori. Miles Lewis Skelly now. Great ball through the middle. Calafiori still on the ball. Here's Zubimendi. Christian Norgard now. Hikapié. MJ says too many people watching the match. Servers are full. Yeah, possibly. Strand Larson now trying to get the ball and it goes out. It's an Arsenal throw. I did feel like it's going to be this type of game today. I felt like it's going to be one of those dreary, lackluster games. Both teams have nothing really to play for, and they both have a European um, final to play. Crystal Palace, obviously, in the Conference League, Arsenal in the Champions League. By the way, if both teams win the European titles, that means all titles got won by Premier League teams. Because Aston Villa, like I said earlier, has already won the Europa League. Here come Crystal Palace now. Arsenal, if they go on to win the Champions League, and Crystal Palace go on to win the Conference League, then it's a hat trick of Premier League teams winning the European trophies, which would be a great advertisement for the Premier League. As you know, us as Premier League watchers and Premier League team fans always bang on about the Premier League being the best league in the world. Obviously, fans from other leagues probably disagree, but it will definitely cement the fact that this is the best league in the world with the best teams in the world. Although PSG is a strong team, obviously the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs, you can't rule them out. But it's been a while since one country had won all European trophies combined. I think Spain might have been the last country to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Nottingham Forest has scored against Bournemouth. Wow. Did not see that coming. Manchester United have scored against Brighton. So at the moment, Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 0, Brighton 0, Manchester United 1, Fulham 1, Newcastle 0, Spurs 0, Everton 0, Liverpool 0, Brentford 0, Burnley 0, Wolves 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 0, Leeds 0, Sunderland 1, Chelsea 0, Palace 0, Arsenal 0. Yes, Man United have scored. We need Arsenal to score now. We're more than half an hour in now. Come on, guys. It's only Crystal Palace. We need a goal now. Here's Noni Madueke, loses the ball to Guardians. Come on, Everton. Come on, West Ham, man. That's the important games to me. I need Everton to score, and I need West Ham to score. And then it'll be a fantastic day. Kepa Arrizabalaga now quickly grabs the ball away from Strand Larson. Throws the ball out quickly. Here's Noni Madueke in the box. Shoots! But gets blocked by Crystal Palace. Kamada, Riyadh, Guardians. Here's Riyadh again. Bad ball. Tries to get it to Klein. Here's Nathaniel Klein. Just about saves it. Munoz now. MJ says, I hope Aston Villa score too. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. But it would be nice if Pep Guardiola loses on his final day. You know Pep Guardiola is leaving, right, MJ? You got Pep Guardiola's last game in charge, Anthony Iriola's last game in charge, and obviously Xabi Alonso. He's not there now, but Chelsea's substitute manager or temporary manager also will leave and Chabi Alonso is going to take over the start. Oh, my stream is lagging badly. I don't understand why. I'm not sure what's happening today. But my stream is lagging. What a shame on the final day that's lagging like that. MJ says Mourinho going to Real is crazy. Well, he's been there before, and I think that's the type of manager they need, MJ, to be honest with you. Um, they've got all these superstar players. They don't really need a coach. You see, Chabi Alonso and Arbeloa, they're young coaches. They want to prove themselves as coaches, but they need Mourinho. They need a manager, someone just to manage these superstars. Because these superstars at Madrid, they know how to play football. They just need somebody to know how to deal with the pressure, to know how to deal with the mind games, and to know how to manage all these superstars and not allow them to clash. MJ says, I'm expecting a few more UEFA Champions League and Real Madrid's cabinet. Well, funny enough, Mourinho never won it with them. It was Ancelotti that won the Premier Leagues and Zinedine Zidane, the recent ones. So Mourinho has not yet won a Premier League with Real Madrid, but possibly yet with the players they've got. You know, the Valverdes, the Mbappes, the Bellinghams, the Vinicius Juniors, Trent Alexander-Arnold. They do have a fantastic team. They do have some superstars in there. But yeah, it's all about Mourinho just managing them. It's not about getting them coached. Unless Arsenal do better, says MJ. Yeah, definitely. Well, we did beat them last season. They weren't good enough over 2 games against the Arsenal, and that's when they had a decent season as well. But Barcelona's on the come up as well. Hansi Flick has just signed a new contract with them. Here's Martinelli, though. Martinelli. Noni Madueke on a chaw. He tried to play into Max Dauman's path. He couldn't. Crystal Palace just about get it away. But it gets back to Zubamendi now. Come on, Everton. Come on, West Ham. You know, Spurs just need a draw against Everton. I'm hoping it stays 0-0 to the last minute. And then Everton just nick a win in the last minute. And then somehow West Ham do the same at home. Oh, that would be fantastic. Oh, my God. How good that would be. Here's Christian Mosquera now. Right, here's Arsenal. Here's Max Dauman. Max Dauman. Maximus. Plays it into Calafiori. Calafiori plays it towards Madueke. Noni Madueke now. What's he going to do? Christian, no. Oh, handball surely, no? Still Max Dauman. Referee tells him get up. Ball with Noni Madueke still. Here's Noni Madueke. Madueke in the box. Madueke takes the shot and gets blocked, but it only gets to Martinelli now. Hikapier. Gabriel Jesus wants it. Since the 3 chances that Gabriel Jesus has had, once again he's gone missing. That's the story of Gabriel Jesus this season at Arsenal when he plays. He just disappears. He goes missing. I don't know what happens. Like you don't see him feature in the game no more. It's mainly Noni Madueke on the ball now. It's mainly coming from the right hand side. Zubamendi, Max Dauman now. Miles Lewis Skelly goes back into the middle to Hikapier. Here's Mosquera. Hikapier. Calafiori to Mosquera. Here's Martinelli now. Gabriel Jesus, and he shoots and he scores! Golazo! Gabriel Jesus. I was literally just talking about him as well, saying he's gone missing, and he just shut me right up. He's like, missing, yeah? Watch this. What a great through ball as well. Gabriel Jesus being Arsenal captain for the day. Obviously, his final game for the Arsenal. What a goal. I was literally just saying that he's gone missing. A great through ball by Gabriel Martinelli. Then finished off by Gabriel Jesus. Lot of mercy. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Let's see a couple more goals now for the Arsenal. Spurs have scored as well. Man United have scored a second. So quickly, let's talk about the scores. So Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 0. Brighton 0, Manchester United 2. Fulham 1, Newcastle 0. Spurs 1, Everton 0. Liverpool 0, Brentford 0. Burnley 0, Wolves 1. Nottingham Forest 1. Bournemouth 0. West Ham 0. Leeds 0. Sunderland 1. Chelsea 0. Palace 0. Arsenal 1. Right, it's a corner for Crystal Palace now. Oh, man. I didn't want to see Spurs score. Come on, Everton, man. Spurs fighting for their life to stay in the Premier League. I was really hoping they're getting relegated. Like, really hoping they get relegated. Oh, it's a free kick. Sorry, it's not even a corner. It's a free kick for Crystal Palace. Not too far off the corner flag. Here's Kamada now with the ball in. And Kepa punches it out. Klein puts it back in towards Noni Madueke, and it's an Arsenal throw. Oliver Glasner not really impressed with that free kick. Three added minutes in this game. Wait, hold on. MJ says finally got a shot in. MJ says, I forgot to tell you, I have a membership with Arsenal. Come on, Junior Gunner MJ. Well done. Yalla, inshallah, one day you'll have a season ticket as well, mate. But well done. Well done, MJ. You're going to be a ball boy for the Arsenal. Very good. Maybe try and get into the academy. Maybe go for the trials as well. Well done. Well done. I'm glad that you're getting all these opportunities, MJ. Well done. Keep it up. Superman with another ball to Noni Madueke. Can Arsenal score again before half time? Here's Christian Norgard. Right, Man City, Aston Villa half time. Brighton United half time. West Ham Leeds half time. Crystal Palace Arsenal half time. Sunderland Chelsea half time. Nottingham Forest Bournemouth half time. Right, guys, I'm gonna go make myself another cup of tea. MJ says half time. Come on, you Gunners, 1-0. What? That's right, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Right, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea, guys, and I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. Hi guys, right. Looks like changes are being made. So Gabriel Magalhaes coming on and Kai Havertz coming on. Wonder what that's about. So I'm gonna assume it's Mosquera that comes off, or Hicapie, and then what? Gabriel Jesus or Max Dowman? Don't think he'll take Jesus off. Jesus. Wonder what that's all about. Oh. Right, Arsenal playing left to right now. Gabriel Magalhaes. For Crystal Palace, Saar, Munoz, and Kamara have gone off, and Pino, Mitchell, and Wharton come on. Here's Martinelli in a corner for the Arsenal. Looks like Hicapie's gone off for the Arsenal, and Gabriel Magalhaes has come on, and Norgard's come off for Kai Havertz. So we're playing three at the back at the moment. So it's Mosquera, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Calafiori at the back. All right, it's an Arsenal corner. Martinelli's on the corner. Noni Madueke with a shot, and it's another goal for the Arsenal. It's 2-0. Noni Madueke. Fantastico. Big Noni Madueke. Right in front of the Arsenal fans as well. It came from the corner. And then Noni just took a shot. Great start to the second half. It's Crystal Palace 0. Arsenal 2. Oh! Aston Villa scored as well as Manchester City 1. Aston Villa 1. Man United scored as well. So it's Brighton 0. Man United 3. All right, Crystal Palace in the box now. Saar with the ball in. And the ball goes out. Guardians wants a corner. Referee says no. It's a goal kick. Still Spurs. Everton half time. Still West Ham 0. Leeds 0. But at this point, it looks like West Ham is getting relegated. They probably heard the news about Spurs going 1-0 up. And their heads is dropped. The fact that they can't beat Leeds at home doesn't look good, man. Maybe they need to get sent down, to be honest with you. MJ's back. He says, wow. Did you miss the second goal, MJ? Noni Madueke with a shot from a corner. Yeah. Noni Madueke scored. MJ says, I'm kind of late. I see it's 2-0. So Arsenal had a corner. Martinelli took the corner, got headed back in towards Noni Madueke, and then Noni Madueke took a shot. I think I want to say just outside the box. And it just trickled in. Here's Noni Madueke again. Gabriel. Max Darwin. Zubamendi. Jesus. Here's Mosquera now. By the way, changes was made. Gabriel Magliash is on and Kai Havertz come on as well. Christian Norgard's gone off and Hikapie's gone off. I think we're playing 3 at the back now. Sunderland has scored as well. It's Sunderland 2, Chelsea 0. If I hear one Chelsea fan say London's blue again, I'm going to go crazy. Max Dowman gets fouled. Referee says no. Crystal Palace carry on. Here come Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace in the box. Trent Larson. And he misses. It goes right over the bar. Burnley have scored. They've equalized. It's Burnley 1, Wolves 1. Bournemouth have equalized. It's Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth 1. So the scores are looking as follows. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 1. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Fulham 1, Newcastle 0, Spurs 1, Everton 0, Liverpool 0, Brentford 0, Burnley 1, Wolves 1, Forest 1, Bournemouth 1, West Ham 0, Leeds 0, Sunderland 2, Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. Chelsea have scored now. It's Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1. MJ said Sunderland scored, Chelsea losing like crazy. Yeah, I don't want to hear no Chelsea fan bragging about London's blue again. Here's Wharton for Crystal Palace. Gets fouled as a Crystal Palace free kick. Miles Lewis Skelly going in too hard. We need Everton to score. We need West Ham to score, man. Come on. Wharton's gone down with a serious injury, looks like it. Crystal Palace physio's coming on. Sorry, guys. I just need to get my water. MJ says London's red, Tottenham is trash. It will always be true. I can't argue with that. Here come Arsenal again. Max Dowman. Hikapier. Martinelli with a cross in back post. Then it goes out for an Arsenal corner. MJ says Liverpool have scored. That's right. Liverpool have scored. Curtis Jones for Liverpool. Right, it's another Arsenal corner now. Let's see what's happening. See if we can score again. Noni Madueke getting applauded by the Arsenal fans. Noni Madueke making an excellent choice by leaving Chelsea and coming to the Arsenal. It's absolute dreamland for him. Here comes Noni Madueke with a corner. At the near post, but nobody can convert it. It's Crystal Palace now. Lerma on the ball. Nice ball by Lerma to Gardines. Gardines to Strand Larsen. Ball comes in when Hikapié sees it out all the way for an Arsenal throw. West Ham still not on the score sheet. That's the only game that's still 0-0, by the way. West Ham leads. A lot of people did say that's going to be a goalless draw. Slightly anticipated it. Both teams not great in front of goal at the moment. Here's Strand Larsen, but the ball goes out. It's an Arsenal goal kick. We're coming up to the hour mark, guys. I wonder if Arsenal will make more changes. Here's Martinelli on the left-hand side. The ball goes out. It's another Arsenal throw. Mosquera now. Miles Lewis Skelly. Zubamendi. Still Zubamendi. Noni Madueke on the right-hand side now. Mosquera. Kai Havertz. Mosquera. Oof. Zubamendi tried to play it into Max Dowman. Loses the ball. Here's Riyadh. But it goes out for an Arsenal throw in. Noni Madueke takes it quickly. Here we go. Mikel Merino's about to... Oh, damn. Mikel Merino about to come on for the Arsenal. He's been injured for half the season. It's good to see him coming back. Max Dowman coming off. I was just about to say, are we going to see Max Dowman play the whole game? Well done, Maximus. Well done. I'm sure he's going to feature much more next season. I'd like to see Wanyeri come back as well and feature for the Arsenal. I want him to come back and get his medal as well because he deserves to get a medal. He was at Arsenal until January. Right, Mikel Merino coming on for the Arsenal, getting some game time. Aston Villa has scored. It's Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2. MJ, you called it, mate. Aston Villa's ahead now. Imagine that, Pep Guardiola losing the... Oh, it's Kai Havertz shoots and it gets blocked. Hikapié shoots and Henderson saves it. Unlucky. Can you imagine Pep Guardiola losing the last game in charge? Kepa Arrizabalaga quickly clears the ball. But here's Cardines. Strand Larsen. Cardines. Oof. Strand Larsen tried to do an overhead kick. Here's Watson. But it was a foul on Zubamendi, I want to say. Another red card for Chelsea. Oh my God. They've had like 20 red cards this season. That is ridiculous, man. Aye, Brentford has scored. It's Liverpool 1, Brentford 1. If Bournemouth win, you never know, mate. MJ says Brentford scored. I did just say that. What a final day. Sade. I like Sade. Good player. Right, here's Zubimendi. Zubimendi looking for Noni. Noni Madueke still on the ball. Noni and just about loses out to Riyadh. That was great defending by Riyadh, the Moroccan. Come on, West Ham. Come on, Everton. We need Everton to score 2 times or twice. And we need West Ham just to score once. Can they do it? Can they do it? MJ says it would have been nice to see Eze come on and score against his former club. Well, it's not just that. It's not about scoring. I would have liked him just to come on so he can get applauded by the Crystal Palace fans, because he was a great servant for Crystal Palace and they do love and adore him there. So it would have been nice to see him come on and just get applauded. I mean, obviously the Arsenal players did get a guard of honor by the Crystal Palace players, but here's Marino now. Jesus, Zubimendi, Noni. Does Jesus get the ball back? Jesus gets the ball back. There's a foul for Crystal Palace. Yeah, it would have been nice just for him to get applauded by the Crystal Palace fans. Just to get adored. I mean, he was warming up earlier and they were clapping him on. They do love him there. They're not like West Ham fans, though. They booed Declan Rice. The Crystal Palace players, I mean, the fans, they do love Eberici Eze. Obviously, he helped them win their first trophy, or their first 2 trophies in their history, if you count the Community Shield as a trophy too. So yeah, it would have been nice to see him get clapped on by both fans. Bad ball by Noni Madueke. Foul. Free kick for Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus. Or is that Miles Lewis Skelly? Right, let's get back to the scores. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Fulham 1, Newcastle 0. Spurs 1, Everton 0. Liverpool 1, Brentford 1. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. Forest 1, Bournemouth 1. West Ham 0, Leeds 0. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. By the way, guys, I'm pretty sure Arne Slot is being booed at Anfield right now. This is Mo Salah's final game at Anfield as well. And if they lose, I'm pretty sure Arne Slot is going to get booed off. Zubimendi, Marino, Miles Lewis Skelly now. Foul for Crystal Palace. West Ham have scored! Yes! Now we just need Everton to score twice. Come on, Everton. You can do it, man. You can do it. Who scored for West? I've been waiting for this. Oh, why did Spurs score? Who scored? Castellanos. Castellanos. Right, it's a water break again. Oh my God! All we need is Everton to score twice. Look, everyone's checking their phone to see if Spurs are getting relegated. Jeez. MJ says, who are West Ham playing? They are playing Leeds. They're playing Leeds at home. We need West Ham to win, and we need Everton to win so that we can see Spurs get relegated. That's the most important thing. Looks like Eberiche Eze might be coming on. Is he coming on? I just see Mikel Arteta speaking to him. Come on, Everton, Everton, Everton. Kept great defending by Gabriel. Yep, Eberiche Eze is coming on. I told you. I saw Mikel Arteta speaking to him. And now he's got his top off and he's putting the Arsenal shirt on. It looks like Eberiche Eze is coming on. Possibly Martinelli coming off for him or Noni Madueke. I'm going to say Martinelli. As it stands right now, yeah, regardless of what happened at Bournemouth, we would have still won the league. Man City's losing, Arsenal's winning. So regardless of what happened against Bournemouth, ball comes in. And Kai Havertz clears it to Crystal Palace corner. So regardless of what happened, Arsenal would have still won the league on the last day of the season. Although we didn't need this game, and it would have been nervousness for the Arsenal, but everyone was anticipating Arsenal winning as Crystal Palace have a final to play in. Right, it's a Crystal Palace corner now. Looks like Wharton's taking it. No, sorry, Hughes. And it gets cleared by Noni Madueke, and it is a throw-in for Crystal Palace. Here comes Martinelli, Martinelli still gets to the byline, crosses it in. Hi, Kai Havertz! And it goes, oh, it gets blocked. I thought it was going for a corner. Martinelli done well. He picked it up from his own half. Took it all the way to the byline. Crossed it into Kai Havertz, who took the shot, but it gets blocked. Gabriel Jesus gets a yellow card. Gabriel Jesus comes off. Kai Havertz goes forward. Looks like Eberici Eze is going to take the number 10 role. Right, so Kai Havertz is going to be the number 9. Gabriel Jesus comes off, who scored. Kai Havertz is going to take the number 9 role, and Eberici Eze is going to play behind him as the number 10. And he gets applauded by the Crystal Palace fan. That's what I was hoping to see. So the whole stadium is standing up. Standing ovation for Eberici Eze from both sides. Here's Trent Larsen now. Great hold-up play by Strand Larsen. Come on, Everton. Come on, Everton. Right, we've got about 15, 20 minutes left before Arsenal get to lift the Premier League trophy. All eyes will be on Selhurst Park. Jean-Philippe Mateta is about to come on for Crystal Palace. He nearly signed for AC Milan in January, but he failed a medical over there, so he had to come back to Crystal Palace. Obviously, he fell out of favor with the fans, with the staff. Only played a bit role on the sidelines for Strand Larsen. He's coming on for Strand Larsen now. Come on, Everton. Come on, Everton. Right, corner for Crystal Palace. Kepa Arrizabalaga with a great punch out. Here's Mikel Merino. And Gabriel clears it. Right, let's do a quick update on the scores. There's not much change. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Fulham 1, Newcastle 0. Spurs 1, Everton 0. Liverpool 1, Brentford 1. Burnley 1, Wolves 1, Forest 1, Bournemouth 1, West Ham 1, Leeds 0, Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. So every single game has got goals in them now. There is 1, 2, 3 draws. A lot of 1-1s and a lot of 1-0s. Miles Lewis Skelly now. Hicapie. It's Martinelli. Martinelli down the wing. Martinelli down the wing. Crosses it into the back post. No, he can't get to it. It's Kai Havertz with a shot. Ooh, was that Mikel Merino? Mikel Merino right in front of goal. Nearly got his goal. Nearly got his first goal in a long time. Sansoon in the house clapping her hands. It's a shame Everton have not been able to claw back. Oh, West Ham has scored again. West Ham are definitely winning. It's West Ham 2, Leeds 0. West Ham did what they need to do. It's all up to Everton now. Can Everton score twice in the last 15 minutes? That's the question. All eyes will be on that game. Can Everton score two? Oh, Fulham has scored a second as well. It's Fulham 2, Newcastle 0. Right, we're in the 80th minute now. Arsenal have got about 10 or 12 minutes or 13 minutes left before they can celebrate. We are, of course, champions already, but they are going to lift the trophy at the end of this game. Here's Eberichi Eze. It's a throw in for Crystal Palace. Right, celebrations have already started. The Arsenal fans in the stands. Come on, Everton. Nona Madueke is down now, holding his hamstring. It's probably in-game management, giving everyone a break, get a quick breather. Come on, Everton, man. Let's have a look at the Everton-Tottenham game quickly. Let's switch it over. Looks like Victor Gyökeres is about to come on for the Arsenal. Come on, Everton. Well, you're never going to score playing like that. Come on, Everton. I mean, Tottenham at this point are just defending with their life, it looks like it. They just don't want to concede at all. They're happy with a 1-0 win. They're trying to do what Arsenal do and just see it out as a 1-0 win. Come on, Everton. Come on, do it for the Arsenal. You helped us out against City. Help us out against Tottenham as well. Tottenham have done their job. It looks like Everton are frustrated. Looks like they're happy to take the 1-0 loss. I don't want to watch that. Tottenham are just going to frustrate them. Right, Crystal Palace with a long throw. Headed out by Gabriel Magliash. Here comes Gyökeres in the box. Gyökeres to the byline. And he gets seen out and it goes out for a goal kick. Right, Noni Madueke came off for Victor Gyökeres. Looks like Man City is losing. Looks like Chelsea are losing. We would have won it on the final day of the season anyway had they beaten Bournemouth. So we were champions then. We are champions today. Here's Martinelli running on the right hand side, crosses it in, looking for Eze, but Henderson grabs it out the air and releases the ball quickly. Looks like David Moyes doesn't care about his former club. I thought he's going to want to help them stay in the Premier League. Clearly doesn't want to, because Tottenham looks like at this point are still staying up. They only needed a point and they're 1-0 up. I thought they might do a Spursy and throw it away. Victor Gyökeres tried to play a through ball. Still Victor Gyökeres. Martinelli. Goal kick, Crystal Palace. Still nothing from Everton. Hughes now. Crystal Palace not really having any questions for the Arsenal. Not really attempting anything. It's been an easy game for the Arsenal. Oh, and Jean-Philippe Mateta scores just as I say that. My God. The curse of the commentator. That's twice now today. I spoke about Gabriel Jesus. Then he scores, and I literally just said Crystal Palace have had no questions for Arsenal. Now they did. And they scored. Jean-Philippe Matata, great ball in from Cardinals. Oh, he might be offside though. He might just be offside. Kepa could have done a little bit better. I should have come out to him to stop him from headering it. But doesn't look like they're checking it on VAR. Looks like it's a goal, but he potentially was offside. But looks like they've given it. Oh no, they're checking it. He did look offside to me, but he might have been on marginally. It would have been a shame. Oh, Manchester City have equalized. It's the wrong bloody game. Manchester City equalizes. Manchester City 2, Aston Villa 2. Looks like the goal's been given. It's Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 2. Oh man, we wanted Everton to score, not bloody. Oh, Manchester City's goal's been ruled off. It's gone back to 2-1. Must have been offside. Or something's happened because Aston Villa's still up in front. What a final day, man. What a final day. 7 minutes added time in this game. Crystal Palace again. Cardines tries to take a shot. Gets blocked. Cardines again. And they score again. It's Crystal Palace 2, Arsenal 2. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Arsenal have thrown away a win in the last 5 minutes. Last 7 minutes. Arsenal have thrown it away. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, sorry. I can't believe it. What's happened? Oh, they ruled it offside. What's happening? Is it not a goal? Oh, what's happened? Oh, they've taken the goal off. Who's offside? Someone's offside. What's happened? Thank God for that. 2 players were offside. Oh, yes. It didn't go directly in. It came off of what's his name? It came off of Evan Jusant. Thank God for that. I just actually thought that Arsenal thrown it away. Yeah, Jusant was offside and it comes off his chest and goes in deflection. Just like Manchester City was. No, it's not handball. It's offside. Look, it's offside. It hit off Jusant's chest and went in. Everton still hasn't scored. Arsenal need to focus before they throw this game away. Just like Manchester City's goal was ruled off. Crystal Palace second goal was ruled off. It's a corner for the Arsenal. I just want Everton to score, man. Everton needs to score twice. Right, corner for the Arsenal. Back post. Then it goes straight out, way too deep. Who took that bloody corner? Marino. That was not good at all. Waste of a corner. Here's Aberici Eze to Marino. Handball. Ref says no. What? 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 Right, minutes away from Arsenal lifting the title. Ball comes in from Crystal Palace, back post, and it looks like Zubamendi heads it out. West Ham have scored again. West Ham 3, Leeds 0. West Ham did their job, but Everton couldn't do theirs. It's full time at Brighton, Manchester United. So Brighton have lost. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. West Ham 3, Leeds 0. I'm pretty sure the West Ham fans are keeping an eye on that Tottenham game, but it looks like Tottenham has survived. Looks like West Ham are going down. Sad situation over there. Looks like Sunderland have beaten Chelsea. Both Liverpool and Bournemouth have drawn, so they stay the same. Fulham have beaten Newcastle. And Crystal Palace with another chance, but Kepa saves it. Chandy Riyad is down. Arsenal release the ball quickly to Marino. Marino's running forward now. Right, there is 9 minutes of extra time or injury time at the Spurs-Everton game. They're in the first minute of injury time or the second minute, so there's plenty of time still for Everton. Come on, Everton, man. Looks like Pep Guardiola's lost his last game in charge of Manchester City. It's Spurs 1, Everton 0. MJ asks, what's the score in the Spurs game? It's Spurs 1, Everton 0. But there is like 7 minutes left of injury time there. So Everton have 7 minutes to score twice for Spurs to go down. But to be honest with you, I just checked on the game. I just was watching it a little bit. And Spurs are just defending. They've parked the bus. They've parked the bus, the train, the plane. They've parked everything. Arsenal with the long throw. Here's Aberici Eze. Here's Zubidubidoo. Zubamendi now. Right, here we go. Arsenal is about... The ref is about to blow the whistle. Seconds left. Although we're champions again, but here we go. The celebration's about to start. They've won the last game of the season. Here's Victor Gyökeres. Can he get one more goal for the season? Victor Gyökeres plays it in. Oh, Aberici Eze could have scored. MJ nearly. You called it. He could have scored against his old team. Here's Martinelli. Aberici Eze still. It should have been a tap-in for Aberici Eze. Here's Martinelli. And the whistle goes. And Arsenal have won. Campione, campione, ole, ole, ole. Campione, campione, ole, ole, ole. Oliver Glasner's last game in charge as well. He's leaving as well. Wow. So many managers leaving. Pep Guardiola, Oliver Glasner, Anthony Ariola. Premier League presentation coming up next. Everton couldn't do their job. Spurs did their job. Let's quickly go and have a look at that Spurs game. Let's see what's happening there quickly. Can Everton still do it? Are Spurs going to give us one more Spursy day? Spurs defending with their lives. Right, come on, Everton. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bomb forward. Ah, here's Pickford now with the ball. Right, there's 4 minutes left. Come on, Everton. Score twice in 4 minutes. Come on. Cross that in. Ah! Alcaraz unlucky. Roberto De Zerbi. Oh, stop it. Go on, Everton. Tottenham defending with their life. They're defending with their life. Paulinho, the goal scorer. Right, so Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2, Brighton 0, Manchester United 3, Fulham 2, Newcastle 0, Spurs 1, Everton 0, Liverpool 1, Brentford 1, Burnley 1, Wolves 1, Forest 1, Bournemouth 1, West Ham 3, Leeds. I feel sorry for West Ham. They done their job. Everton couldn't help them out. West Ham 3, Leeds 0, Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1, Palace 1, Arsenal 2. And that's what it looks like for the end of the season. Spurs fans are all happy. They are obviously staying up, so I don't want to watch any more of this. I'm going back to the Arsenal game. Championes! Ole, 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 ole. Singing the clock and two. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Right, so Crystal Palace now looking forward to the Conference League, the European Conference League or the UEFA Conference League final. Arsenal now can look forward to the Champions League final. Both clubs going into European final. Unfortunately, Tottenham have not been relegated, which is a shame. We was hoping they'd get relegated. West Ham did all they could do on the last day. Everton and David Moyes didn't help them out. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. Looks like it's finished, guys. Spurs won their game at Everton. They're staying up. West Ham have been relegated. Looks like Liverpool's getting into the Champions League. So it finished Arsenal number one, Man City second, United third, Aston Villa fourth, Liverpool fifth, Bournemouth sixth, Sunderland seventh, Brighton eighth. Sunderland got into the Europa League. Sunderland got into the Europa League and they finished seventh. I mean, that is incredible. That's besides Arsenal, that's the greatest Premier League story of the season, guys. Sunderland have finished seventh, and they finished in a Europa League spot. That is incredible. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Aston Villa have won the Europa League, so they into the Champions League. Does that mean Bournemouth automatically qualify for the Champions League, or does that mean that they're going to give that spot to Portugal? Because there were talks about that. I'm not sure what's going to happen now, but Crystal Palace celebrating their players at the moment. First, Mark Gay, who's obviously left, and now Tyree Mitchell. Chelsea finished 10th. As in, basically, obviously, England get five spots in the Champions League. From the first to the fifth position, get Champions League automatically in the Premier League. Now, because Aston Villa has already gotten into the Champions League because of the UEFA Cup final win, I'm not sure if they're going to allow Bournemouth now to qualify, or they're going to give that one of the positions of the five to another Portuguese team, because there was talk of doing that. But last season we did have six teams in the Premier and the Champions League, only because Tottenham Hotspur had won the Europa League, but they finished outside the top five. So the top five obviously got into the Champions League plus Tottenham. But this season, because Aston Villa is in the top four, they can't obviously be in the Champions League twice, and they already qualified into the Champions League because they won the Europa League. So it's either they give it to Bournemouth, or they're going to give that position to a team in Portugal. I hope they give it to Bournemouth, and then Sunderland and Brighton get into the Europa League, and then Brentford gets into the Conference League. Give me 1 second, guys. Right, I'm gonna log out, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch the trophy downstairs with the family. So thank you, everyone. This was the last and final watch along for the season. Everyone that subscribed, everyone that liked, everyone that joined me for all the watch alongs and hate alongs. Thank you, MJ. Thank you always for coming and supporting. I appreciate you all, guys. I love you all. We're champions. I will see you for the Champions League final, and then I'll see you at the parade, guys. And then obviously we might do some watch alongs for the World Cup as well for England. So I might see you there as well. So thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you all, everyone that ever joined me for the watch alongs. Peakster as usual. Rob, who else? Tab, Sensoon, MJ, everyone else, everyone that I've forgotten. Thank you for joining us. Um, Thank you for being part of the family, and I'll see you guys on the next watch along that I'll do. Take care, adios, and we are the champions. We are the champions.